Hello, gorgeous, wonderful people. Today I'm talking about Elon Musk. I'm talking about something I saw about Elon Musk that knocked my duck off. And then I'm going to tell you what the emissaries told me about having my duck knocked off. I'll tell you all about it on the other side. So the other day, I was scrolling, as is my wont sometimes, and I saw a post from Elon saying, I am not anti-VAX, and especially not with the VAX for the COVID. I'm very pro. And I thought, that's a really weird thing. That's a really weird thing. You know, because obviously he's hailed as being this, oh my God, wonderful, wonderful. And then there's this really weird thing that he's doing. And then when I looked at it, I discovered that Tesla is one of the major producers of the VAX for Moderna and things like that. And I thought, bastard, we are being tricked. Bastard, they're all in this. It's a plot. And all of that. So I was quite like, I had my duck knocked off. And so I was talking to the emissaries about it, and I said, what, you know, as though they were interested in that anyway. I said, what do you think about that? What about that? And they said to me in their very, very loving but stern way, Gordon, these are all 3D things. When you're looking at 3D things, do not expect to find 5D or 4D or whatever. Don't expect to find gold in a pile of dog shit. That's my words. It's a bit of a more clear metaphor. Don't look for good where there isn't necessarily good. What the kind of the meaning of the message was this. They said, all the actors who are in 3D are acting out their plan, their thing. They're going to do their thing. And sometimes you're going to look at it and you're going to think, whoa, that's great. That's wonderful. And it's going to make you feel good. And sometimes you're going to look at it and think, that's really bad. That's not what we want. Very bad. They said the issue is that you are looking at 3D as though that was where the saviour is going to come from. And they said that's not where the saviour is coming from. Saviours, they said, there are no saviours in 3D. Okay? They said there's only one saviour. And that saviour is on another level. They actually said, their words, because it made me laugh, there's only one saviour and that's Jesus. That's what they said. I thought, well, I don't even know whether I want to say that or not. But then they shifted it. And remember, when they talk about Jesus, they talk about the Jesus energy, right? It's very different. Not talking about Jesus Christ, the man who walked the earth, if that happened. They're talking about the Jesus energy, and it's this energy of newness and love and light and all of that. And they said, there are two plans that are running. There's the 3D plan, which is all, God, it's a mess, right? Because there are so many people working their plan, and then there's this overall plan and all of that. And they said, but above that, there is the plan. And they said, so if you just watch 3D, you're going to think, we're on plan, we're off plan, we're on plan, we're off plan. Oh my God, we're miles off plan. They said, what you've got to do is trust in the bigger, and I'm not quoting from the 17th letter. They just said, just trust that there is a much bigger plan. Right? I think the 17th letter people are talking about the plan here in 3D. There's a big plan. No. The big plan is, as the emissary said, with God. God has written the big plan. And so no matter what happens down here, and the madness and the weird things and the things that don't fit, and the hypocrisies and the lies and all of that. That's not part of the big plan. That's just the confetti that's been thrown down here. And I think that advice about there are no saviors here in 3D. I think that's something that we've all had to learn. And there was a point early on where everything was going to be Mr. T and he was going to save the world and all of that. And we learned that that wasn't the case. The hard way, the disappointing way. But once you understand that there are no saviors here, then you don't get attached. You don't affiliate yourself with people and saviors. How many people have affiliated themselves to religious groups, to cults, to science, to politicians, to famous people, constantly affiliating themselves and thinking that that is going to be the answer, the savior, the way forward. And it's not. We are all human down here. Well, I think, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe there's some imposters here as well. But we're all human and we are all sinners based on the way that the word sin is, which is not falling short of perfection. That's what sinning is. It's not being a bad person, just not being perfect. We didn't come here to be perfect on this earth. We came here to live in this place of imperfection to learn our lessons. And so we can never expect 5D, as the emissary said, don't expect 5D from 3D. Stop doing it. I remember I used to follow David Wilcock at the beginning. He did some fabulous work and he really helped, and he helped me understand so much. A clever guy. And I kind of affiliated myself to him. It's like, oh, this could be a guru. And then, of course, you discover that he's just a human with his own weaknesses and his own little ego going on. And he probably looks like, to me, when I watch him now, he is the most insecure man I have ever seen in that kind of role. Incredibly insecure. However, that doesn't take away from the fact that he's done some great work. Elon Musk is... Can we talk here? Can we talk? And I don't know if I've said this before. Elon Musk is hailed as the Einstein of the 21st century. He's hailed as the Tesla of the 21st century. He is spoken about in terms of being the most intelligent genius on planet Earth. So why is it when I hear him talk, I get the impression that he is not that intelligent? Why? I've got this issue that I've got, which is this is what Elon Musk is supposed to be, and I listen to him and he can't string a sentence together. There's no fluidity. I know that people say, because he's got a bit of something, Asperger's or whatever, and so he finds it very difficult to communicate and everything. I don't know. Just weird. That's a weird thing, and so my conspiracy mind says, yeah, he's just been put in that place. He's just a puppet. And behind him, they get, all of this stuff that he's developing. He's not developing it. How can he develop all of this magic that he's making? However, that's just my mind being a conspiracy theorist. However, he definitely doesn't come across as, I've listened to some, I'm not talking about politicians, but I've listened to some people who are very intelligent, and it's clear that they're intelligent. When I listened to Elon, I listened to him a few times, and he was talking to Trump, and he just kept repeating himself, repeating the same thing over and over again, and nothing complex, like something really basic, just going round and round. I was thinking, wow, and he's the genius. Good God. So who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows what's going on? But that's in 3D. And so we don't need to worry about 3D. We need to live it. We need to do our thing, but trust that way above there is a highway, which is my way, and our way, this highway which is taking us to a better place. And so we just let it play out in the way that it's meant to play out. And I'm sure the way that it plays out is not the way that we would want it to play out, but we don't have any choice in the matter. We are just little boats floating on a very fast moving river, basically. So there you are. I'd like to know your comments on your thoughts on Elon Musk and his intelligence level. Am I reading it completely wrong? I love you all, and I'll speak to you all later. Bye-bye.